wait to show you.
Hey, chala.
Looking around, kind of confused, trying to figure out, what's going on. There's furniture in here. Whose furniture is this?
Well, I had to pick up a couple things for you.
Dear Davis, you said a couple of things. You've moved the furniture in.
Alright, what are you chewing on?
It looks great.
So were you surprised?
I was very surprised. You played that off pretty good. Had me going. I love it.
This is crazy.
This turned out so nice.
This frame alone, you can just sit back here and just enjoy this.
The framing, the timbers, the beauty of it all. It's striking. Look at this fireplace.
That mantle, I mean, oh.
You got your modern amenities too. You got a nice flat screen audio system in here.
Oh.
Pipes through the whole house.
I noticed all the little tags for where you guys took it down to put it back together.
Tell the story.
And how about the light over the island, how it turned out?
Remember those from the barnyard?
Yeah.
And I love how this turned out after, having to just revise it a little bit.
Yeah, the cabinets look great. And the island, this is gorgeous. It turned out beautifully.
One of our favorite woods, that reclaimed Ormond chestnut.
Yeah.
So the chestnut trees are extinct now, but the wood still exists in the old barns.
This is so nice.
It's incredible, isn't it? Who has a rail car as an island?
Well, we did.
Right up
But you died.
And the backsplash.
Twice.
Yeah. This was in the old barn. I
It
remember
was up in the loft. It's probably 100 years old, and it's got just the most beautiful patina. It just fits right in.
All coordinates. Perfect.
The kitchen is phenomenal. For a small kitchen, it looks so large. It was done right.
We got a few more parts of the barn to show you.
Look at those beds, how cute they turned out.
Doug did his thing again, all this natural good stuff.
So I don't know if you noticed the little half bath that we added. We were not able to use that great copper corner sink. The fittings are antique fittings. They don't make fittings that size anymore. So we found a nice little porcelain sink.
Yeah, it's cute. And the view from up here, look at this. It's so beautiful. You can see all of these timbers. It's gorgeous.
It's my favorite view.
It's definitely my favorite view.
Look at how the guest room turned out.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
The ceiling's whitewashed pine, and we put a hand-tune beam down to cover up the seam. Here's a full bath, and I really like the way this custom vanity came out. It's made out of reclaimed oak, and it's got a slate stain on it. And then we enter the master suite.
Yes.
And this is great space. Here's the master bath with a double vanity made out of reclaimed Ormond chestnut. I really like this granite. And then
The tub.
Gorgeous.
I love this shower.
Love it.
It's huge.
Yes.
I love this door system. It's almost like the old barn roller.
Barnhouse chic going on.
Let's go check out the master bedroom.
Yes, sir.
I love how this wall turned
Didn't
out.
that turn out great? Those were the roof boards on the barn.
Probably one of my favorite things in the whole place.
This is perfect. Every room has something special from that barn.
You guys have really done a beautiful job. It's beautiful that they use every piece of the barn that they can use. So authentic.
Let's go look at the screen porch, okay?
Welcome, viewer.
I love it.
Yes.
And this is huge.
You've got the home for your chandelier.
Oh, that
Incredible.
looks great. You can see myself spending a lot of time out here.
Or we go back in and warm up by the fire.
Let's do
Sounds
that.
good.
It's like Derek and Dean are living in a beautiful work of art, a handmade sculpture. This barn has way exceeded my expectations. It's the smallest timber frame that we've used, and I wasn't quite sure.
Oh crap, didn't change the name on it.
And it does. It's
Clickbait.
She made our dreams come true.
That's what this is. It's clickbait.
Live with that for the rest of our lives. It's pretty awesome. This is awesome. Thank you so much.
being a happy birthday.
Thanks.
Happy birthday, dear. Welcome home.
Thank you.
I'm ready to get on to the next one because there's still a lot of barns to sell.
I'm sorry, but I actually made it clickbait.
Hey Tia, guess what we got at this particular job?
We got an Alexander, we've got a Graham, and a Bell. Wow.
Here is the church. That's beautiful. Here is the steeple.
Piece of wood.
There go the doors. It must be these people.
Holy cow.
The Barnwood Builders are saving a classic log church and visiting Johnny's Chapel for the very first time.
There it is, guys. Did we do that?
Everything about this job
Good news, baby.
is divine.
That's philosophical right there.
Mark Bowe reclaims pioneer cabins and barns. He gives them new lives, along with his team of modern-day pioneers.
Super Saiyan spamming.
Pocahontas County, West Virginia. For 137 years, these hills have been home to the Mount Olivet Church. This local landmark has some old logs with a very different look.
This building was covered with creosote. Normally when I come up on a cabin that's got creosote on it, I just walk away. Creosote was something they used to coat buildings and railroad ties early in the 20s, the 1920s, and that's the black color, and that's actually what preserved this cabin. Some people put siding on it, some people put creosote on it. After I hit it with the power washer just briefly, I can tell that we're going to get back into some really nice golden brown patina. This is going to be beautiful. This is a lot of extra work, but some buildings they're just worth it.
Cleaning off these logs will take time, but the bigger problem is beneath the surface. This 19th century American treasure is in trouble. So to save it, the congregation sold the church to Mark before it was too late. Now it's cleared out and ready for the Barnwood Builders.
Hi, Mark. What's happening? Morning.
A lot of rain.
How'd y'all like to go to church in the middle of the week?
Well, we need that.
Mark Bowe Revival. Here it is, guys. So this is Mount Olivet Church. It was built in 1880. And guys, if we don't do something with it, it's not going to make it very many more years. It looks good from here. You can see all the creosote on it, but there's a lot of bad logs hidden underneath that creosote. But this is one of those things where, you know, do we save a piece of history? If it weren't a church, if it were a barn, if it were a cabin, I'd have walked away from it. You know what I mean? But it's a church and it's a landmark up here.
There's not too many log churches left, really.
There's not.
For the American pioneers, a log church was the start and the heart of a new community. This church was no exception.
In 1877, people used to camp here, and this is what's known as the old campground. People came here in covered wagons, they walked, they came on horseback, and then in 1880, they decided to build a church. And that's what we're working on today.
It's history worth saving, no matter how tough the task.
This building, about half of these logs are going to be bad, but this is important to me.
Yeah, this log is bad, isn't it?
Yep.
All the way bad.
That one's bad, that one's bad, that one's bad. That mortar chinking didn't do any favors.
Yeah, who knows how many other logs are bad if this is like this right here. They could all be like that on the side.
That's the original cornerstone from 1880. And then when they laid cinder block up to it, the weight of the cinder block sank down at a different ratio of the weight of that cornerstone. And that's what caused all this to buckle. That's why all these logs are in the shape they're in. This church is one of those jobs that make us feel good about the skill sets that we've acquired over the years and our knowledge to be able to take it down and to be able to restore it. Sometimes it's you're doing the right thing at the right time for the right people,
And this is that job. It's this church. It's this county. We got a challenge right off the bat, man. We got to get that bell down. And I don't know what it looks like up there. I don't know what's supporting it. So the first thing we're going to have to do is go up there and start stripping the metal off, stripping the siding off, get a better look at what that structure looks like. And from there, we'll see if we can lift the bell out. There's nothing more iconic on the church than the bell. That's going to be a task.
Yeah. That ain't no hill for a stepper.
No mountain for a climber. You got one, Don?
No, I got none.
No. Well, there must be two. Okay.
You know, this is going to be our first time taking a bell off the church. So, we've got to start on top with the roof.
Somehow that rings a bell.
And,
Mark, you just want to start tagging as usual. Yeah.
All of them tag all of
Yeah,
them.
let's start here. We're going to start with number 1 here because there's actually a sill wall underneath it. Was one underneath this.
So this is number 1 right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like most jobs, this one starts by tagging every single log. But before they can remove the logs, they have to work their way through old rafters, wood sheeting, vinyl siding, and metal roofing, while keeping the modern addition safe and secure. The first challenge sits inside the old church steeple.
First bell tower I've ever ripped out.
right. Hold it.
Got it?
Yeah.
Piece of wood.
I'd say that this is what it was originally. For the most part, everything looks like it's in pretty good shape.
You guys watch your heads down there. Falling debris. There's a lot of bats up here, huh, Sherman?
Yes, there's a lot of that.
It's bats in the belfry.
I got another one.
The difference with saving a church is it's kind of a tender thing. You have to be real gentle about it. You know, a lot of the past members are here watching. You don't want them to see you tear anything up that didn't need to be torn up. I mean, they expect you to do a good job, and they're kind of putting it in your hands. So it's a little bit stressful, but at the same time, it's kind of neat to get to restore one.
All right. Let's look at this. You put the toe up on the deal with
I
this.
can't, not from that angle. And it's heavy. I mean,
Okay, Frieza, quit moving. Quit moving, Frieza.
We can't lift the
Frieza!
This one from the valley. We gotta lift the whole frame.
So, yeah, how do we look strapped to it?
And then lift out forward together.
Right, that's going to be tricky.
Johnny, when we go back up there, all right, you got to keep your equipment as close as you can.
We're getting the hooks hooked up on here so we can get up and hook the bell and lift it straight out of there without it falling.
The cradle of the bell's actually hooked to, it's like a saddle that's sitting there, and it's got a pin that's sitting like this, so it'll just come right straight up. Hey, Graham, go through the center, wrap it right in the center. All right, Johnny, tighten it up. Make sure that's not against that safety on that hook. We got one chance to do this, and we don't want to mess it up.
There it goes.
This crew creates these amazing cabins.
This is brilliant.
All new Main Cabin Masters, Monday night at 10, only on DIY Network.
This is food made to sit down for. Slow down for. Put the phone away and use a knife and fork for. And with Panera Catering, it's food worth sharing. Panera, food as it should be.
Alexa, ask Geneva to keep tumbling.
A dryer you can control with your voice. Another way we make good things for life.
Last year's ad campaign was a success for ChoiceHotels.com.
Bada book, bada boom.
This year, we're taking it up a notch.
So in this commercial, we see two travelers that are comforting with a glow around them. So people watching will be like, wow, maybe I'll glow too if I book direct at ChoiceHotels.com. Who glows? Just say bada book, bada boom. Nobody cares. You got it.
Always the lowest price, guaranteed. Book now at ChoiceHotels.com.
Megan's a lawyer. When it comes to presenting evidence, nobody does it better. She's also less close to finding paperwork. But when it comes to mortgages, she's less confident. Fortunately for Megan, there's Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans. It's simple, so she can understand the details and get it approved in as few as 8 minutes. Apply simply, understand fully, mortgage confidently. Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans.
Find a bigger space yet?
Not yet.
It's nice and cozy. Yeah, I could really use some space.
This is kind of cool.
Nah. You gotta have your work done. It's perfect. That's good.
Don't ever doubt.
Yeah.
Zillow, find your way home.
Imagine living in unimaginable places. Live life off the grid. Catch an all-new Building Off the Grid tonight at 9 on DIY Network.
Hey, knock. Who's there? Interrupting Cal.
The Barnwood builders are trying to save the bell off an 1880s log church.
I mean, the thing about this bell is, we've never taken one down, so we don't know what we know until we know.
This old bell has been ringing in churchgoers for generations. And now the congregation is counting on the Barnwood builders to save it.
The reason why the church as a congregation chose Mark was primarily the fact that he's 100% willing to go first and foremost to preserve the history of the church. He's also been respectful that it is a church and still an active church.
We got one chance to do this, and we don't want to mess it up.
There it goes.
That's it right there. Hey, Bam! Can you pull that rope? See if you can pull it out there. It's all you, Johnny. Set her down easy.
Once the bell is safely down, the guys give it back to the church.
Made Cincinnati, weighs 800 pounds. That's rare, man. Find one in decent shape and get it saving. That's awesome. Graham, Sherman, y'all did good up there, man. Johnny, thanks for making all that happen.
Holding on to this old bell helps the congregation let go of their beloved log church.
As we went through the process, of course, it was hard for the community to hear. It's hard for the church members to hear because it's a landmark, and it has been here, and many people know this area for this church. But we had to step back and look at it as what's best for the church. And it was simpler for us to rebuild a conventional structure and continue on as an active church so we could do what a church is supposed to do and not put all of our money into our building, put it back into the community.
A tough call, but a wise choice. And now, time to get back to work.
Lay down, Johnny.
Now we gotta get in.
Now it's got a garage door on it.
Yeah. Now we're gonna get in.
Take it forward. Pick that up there.
To hit it.
Can you pry out of it? Like that? Hey, pull it back.
Whoa, you're rocking the whole wall now.
That's how I do it. I rock it all.
It's that front door.
Oh, I still didn't get it. Come on.
Just don't have rocking. That is jamming. Now, here's what's cool. This is the original patina of the cabin. And that log right there looks to be wormy chestnut. And then the creosote, you can just see such a huge difference. This church, they've got a picture of it in the 50s, and that piece was not in there.
So you're saying in the 50s you think they put that
header in? No, 38.
38? 38. I smelled of it there a little bit ago. They started in the 20s.
Man, they were slow.
Well, it was an older congregation, you know.
Let's just say it was done back in the day.
Yeah, there you go. Yesteryear.
Yesteryear. The good old. Holy cow. Now we're watching old westerns. Back in
Yesteryear. Come on,
Let's get to it for this live stream.
Ready?
Bye.